The truth about the Medjugorje apparitions. The Church's conclusions are baffling. Listen well. Medjugorje with its apparitions becomes a very famous place in the 1980s. The visionaries several times are picked up by the police and taken to psychiatric centers where they undergo some checks, but their mental health seems to be perfect. Pavel Zanuck, the Bishop of Mostar, shows his skepticism toward the phenomenon of Marian apparitions and his negative judgment influences. In 1984, the Diocesan Commission of Inquiry that issues a negative judgment on the apparitions. In 1991, the bishops of Yugoslavia signed the Zadar Declaration, written at the place where these bishops met. This declaration says that the apparitions cannot be said to be supernatural events, so the final judgment seems to be suspended. But what does the Church say about these apparitions? The Church had not yet spoken on the matter, and in 2007 Cardinal Secretary of State Tarcisio Bertoni said that with Zara's declaration the whole matter was still to be analyzed and other investigations would have to be carried out. In a letter from the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith signed by Secretary Tarcisio Bertoni, it is stated that pilgrimages to Medjugorje are private events and are allowed to go on but should not be considered an authentication of the ongoing events because the Church will carry out future investigations still. The Bishop of Mostar Duvno, the diocese that has jurisdiction over the parish of Medjugorje, and his successor Ratko Peric have always spoken negatively about the apparitions. The Holy See, however, on March 17, 2010, took a step forward and established a special international commission of inquiry and study into the apparitions of Our Lady of Medjugorje chaired by Cardinal Camillo Ruini and made up of cardinals, bishops, experts and experts. Their work ended in February 2014, but it was not until May 15, 2017 that their conclusions were reported to a reporter by Pope Francis. The full text of the report was published in 2020 by Vaticanists Saverio Guida and David Murgia. Summarizing the work of the International Commission, it came to the conclusion that the first 7 apparitions, which took place between June 24 and July 3, 1981, were judged probably authentic while the later ones are highly doubtful. Pope Francis was quite pleased with the Commission's work and its conclusions, but his personal judgment on Medjugorje is by no means positive. However, strangely, in the year 2019 he decided to authorize pilgrimages officially organized by dioceses and parishes. Mind you, this does not mean, however, that he admits that the apparitions are true. In fact, according to his personal judgment, Our Lady cannot act like a post office and send messages on a specific day and time. This, the Pope says, is not the mother of us all. Here are some of her phrases. I know a seer, a visionary who receives letters from Our Lady, messages from Our Lady. But, look, Our Lady is mother. And she loves all of us. But she is not a mail chief to send messages every day. Our Lady is not a post office chief who sends a different letter every day, saying, my children, do this and then the next day do this other. The real Madonna is the one who generates Jesus in our hearts, who is mother. This fashion of Our Lady superstar, as a protagonist who puts herself at the center, is not Catholic. Finally, Cardinal Ruini's personal judgment. I prefer Our Lady Mother, our mother, and not Our Lady Head of the Telegraph Office who every day sends a message at such and such an hour. This is not the mother of Jesus. And these alleged apparitions are not so valuable. And I say this as a personal opinion. In short, actually the Holy See has given a final judgment on some of Our Lady's apparitions in Medjugorje, but it is not all over yet. What do you guys think?